We resume our program. Already in progress. Ah!
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Howdy do, everybody. Well, that was weird. So, I think my computer just froze up. I thought it was the weather or something, but I don't know. My computer froze up right as my dad was leaving the last stream. Oh, let's get some light back on us. Yeah. So while I was down trying to get my computer to restart, I just started drawing in my sketchbook. And, well, yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Okay. Yeah, it took a long time to get back on here. I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, I watched the end of the broadcast just to see what happens, like to the viewer, like from the viewer's point. And I just go, I don't know. My dad was talking, and all of a sudden I'm silent. And he goes, "Well, goodbye," and then he cuts out, and I'm just frozen. And after a few minutes, I think it was only like the last 2 minutes. I think I was able to go to the other computer and end the broadcast pretty quickly, but all of a sudden my camera cuts out altogether, and then it's just a black screen for like a minute and a half. I don't know. Computers must be stopped. Oh, I was making myself another cup of tea. I forgot to grab it. So I saw today, I've talked before about the, what is it called? The Many Pieces of Mr. Coup, which is a point and click game coming out on Steam soon. I heard about it on Twitter a long time ago, and it looks so cool. And I guess there's a demo coming out on Steam in a few days, on the 13th. That's this weekend. I'll be out on, I'm not a game guy, so I don't even know how to use Steam. But I am really excited about this game. It looks so cool. Oh. I've already got merchandise from the guys that did the Mr. Coup game. Okay, it's right here. I should have grabbed my cup of tea while I was at it. So there's this game coming out called The Many Pieces of Mr. Coup. If you go onto YouTube, you can find some trailers. And there's my favorite thing that they've shown in any of the trailers is there's like a hint of the bad guy, I think. And it's like an axolotl with like a million eyes. And it looks like he's made out of ink or something. It's really cool looking. But I found out through their Twitter that they had this piece of merchandise made. And this is really cool. I've showed it off before on here. So let's take a look. I'll just show it off again. This is A side. So let's see. Let me pull the camera out a tad. Want to see that again? Whoa. Want to see it again? Okay. How about side B? Want to see it again? Want to see it again? Isn't that cool? I didn't know that kind of flipbook technology existed, but it's depending on which part of the edge you hold. There's three different animations that you can play on each side. So it's 6 flipbooks in one. That's really cool. And that came from this company, Flipboku. They've got other ones available, but I wanted to support this Mr. Coup game however I could. And when I saw that they had a bit of merchandise out there, I jumped on it. So if you go to flipboku.com, you can get that Mr. Coup flipbook. I'm gonna get back to drawing. Ooh, maybe I should get that cup of tea out of the hallway before the water gets cold. I'll be 2 shakes of a rabbit's hand. And the rabbit's hand been shook. Oh, tea. Black as night, black as sin. Just water and tea leaves, baby. Scalding hot. No skin left on the roof of my mouth. Or my tongue. Oh, and the last broadcast I saw, I got a new follower on Twitch from Brave Grunt. Thank you, Brave Grunt. Brave Grunt. I want to drop the R on the grunt for some reason when I say it. Brave Grunt. If you were, I still want to do it. If you caught the end of that stream, I usually say goodbye. Dang it, I can't get a point. It's because my brush has just been sitting here. The ink was drying on it. I just ran some water through it though, but I didn't clean it as thoroughly as I usually do. It took forever for my laptop here to start back up. So I was just sitting here drawing in my sketchbook. Waiting for something to happen. Life's funny that way. Funny in the head. Okay. So, this is the show where I draw my first graphic novel in the wee corners of my life. It's my book, Bonehead. I have the whole thing penciled. I'm just inking the whole thing on YouTube and on Twitch and seeing who cares to watch. So let me do this. So on this page already in progress, Bonehead is reaching into his skull. He's reaching into his cranium to get something out, but then he starts getting sucked into his head, into his eye socket. Throughout this book, he uses his eyes, his eye sockets, as kind of like pockets. He just throws stuff into his head all the time. But this time, something different's happening. This is page 174. And the whole thing is about 250 pages. I'm so excited about that Mr. Coup game. I will show that game off, or at least the trailer. I'll show it off when it comes closer to the time. I got to figure out how Steam works and how to, I don't know, get on it, how to download from it, how to buy a game from it. I bought a game once on Steam and I never, it was a Kickstarter project from my comic hero guy, Doug Tenaple. I really like. He did a game. He funded a game through Kickstarter years ago called Armacrog, and it was an all clay. It was a clay animated stop motion game, point and click also. I backed it, and I never claimed it or figured out how to get on it back then. So I've never played that game. Actually, my roommate Tyler did download the game at one point, and he was checking it out. It's I know there's a lot of puzzles in it. I also understand it's kind of buggy somewhere along the lines, but yeah, I've still never gotten anything through Twitch. I saw the emails that I was able to claim it and everything, and I think by the time I tried to, all the links had expired. But this game, I think I'm going to check out. I think it's time to. I could probably also buy that other game, Armacrog, and figure out how to download that and play that a little bit. But I am really excited about Mr. Coup. That's going to be exciting. I tell you, that axolotl thing. And then there's an alligator. There was a bit of animation of the alligator in that flip book, one of those flip book animations. There's an alligator who also looks like he's made out of ink and has a million eyes. I don't know. The axolotl and the alligator really intrigued me. It's just like there's a real creepy shot in the full trailer, I think it is. But yeah, it's like there's this little yellow guy, Mr. Coup, and he seems to be easily taken apart. I hear my roommate laughing like Roseanne at the beginning of Roseanne. They're playing what are they playing? They're playing Fall Guys right now. They like that game. That might be a Steam thing, right? I don't know stuff. I could ask my roommates to figure stuff out for me. My dad might come back onto this stream, he was telling me. If nobody else does. Oh, tea. Mother's milk. I don't like that phrase. I love it. I love everything that I say. So I started. I'll show you these drawings real quick. So I've been doing these monster drawings on Twitter and Instagram, link in the description. Past few days. That's one I finished earlier today. Here's the one I just started. While I was waiting for my computer to come back up. In the last broadcast, I my dad was on here talking about I don't know, dad stuff probably. I don't know. I don't remember, even though I was there the whole time. We had my parents' dog was there. My mom was on screen for all of 2 seconds. Way in the background. My dad went to eat something, which would have been nice for me to be able to do. But the broadcast getting interrupted kind of screwed up my timeline for how today was going to go. No, actually, originally I wanted to do 2 pages today, but I was saying also that the next page, I think I need to redraw it. I could skip it. Well, no, I don't have time now. It's already 9 p.m. The thing is, I want to get extra pages done before I go on a little trip to Wisconsin. We're going to a lake house, me, my parents, my siblings, and my nieces and nephews for a few days. And I'd like to be able to get in the pages that I would have done if I was at home. You know, like get them in now. So it's like I didn't miss anything and kept my pace. Oh, my stomach's growling. I'm always hungry or tired on these streams. This next panel I'm not looking forward to because I had it drawn out, but I think I'm going to erase this and refigure out how to get this character into the panel because I think he's too, I think he's too small. So I started to scribble him again on top of himself here. But I think I gotta erase everything and refigure it out. So if I don't get ahead before the end of the 9th, today is the 6th. If I don't get ahead before the end of the 9th, I'm gonna try and I should be able to get ahead after the 12th. I should be able to, because I'll have some free time. Like I'll be able to catch up after the 12th. And then what else? But the thing is, I do want to hit at least page, what are we on? 74, 75, 76, 77. I want to hit before the end of the 9th at the very least, which is just a page a day. Now tomorrow, let me see if I can figure out what the plan is for tomorrow while I'm inking. Gotta look at my little phone schedule. I need to make I keep not doing it though. I need to make a paper calendar schedule just so I can look at it and see what the plan is. Okay. So tomorrow I can do a morning show and an evening show. A late evening show. And Wednesday I'll have to do a morning one. Like I say, the margins of my life. That's when I work on this. But I do try to put in as much time as I can on art, as much time as I can muster. I should be putting in more time than I do, though, honestly. But, you know, if you, I think people have it in them where most people, anyway, you need some time to screw around. Just put on Netflix, sit down. I'm always trying. I'm always trying to buck my inclinations to screw around. I want to work harder and longer than I do. But the lazy part of me, he's really stubborn. He's really insistent and really stubborn. Okay. There's his pants. Getting sucked into his eye. That line was a little heavier than I meant for it to be. Okay. Here's... Oops. His mouth. I didn't finish his eye. Let me get this. Okay. There's that. He's got a bit of a drop shadow on either side because he's curling up. So this part's raised off the ground, so it's casting a shadow onto the floor. And also his head is a little raised off the ground. So it's casting a separate little bit of shadow on the floor. You know what I gotta get for this vacation? I probably ought to get myself like a swimsuit. Because I never wear shorts. I probably have some old swimsuit, but I probably need a new one. I think I'm going to go on a shopping spree one of these days. Today would have been a good day to do that, but I slept in instead. Because I'm, how you say, a nincompoop. I'm going to leave that white, and I can color it darker on the, when I do the colors. I'm going to put this in a shadow, or put a shadow down here. Like the tabletop is casting a shadow onto the side of the table. I was going to put this in black too, but I don't want to do the black on black. So I'll just do that at like a dark brown or whatever color the table is. When I color this book eventually. I'll just remember that for when I reach this page a million years from now. This whole book is like a big experiment just to see if I can do it. So I taught myself ink and brush for this project. and I'm just dedicating myself to doing the whole thing by myself. So I'm gonna eventually color the whole thing. I still think that eventually, when I figure out how I'm getting all these pages scanned in, because I still don't exactly know that part, because these are 11 by 17 artboards. Whenever I get a good way to scan these pages in, I think I'm gonna put out little issues, 24-page issues, break it up, and maybe do like black and white issues. Make them available on an Etsy shop or something. That's kind of a plan I've been thinking about. Just so it's not forever and ever before the finished project is ready, or before a finished product is ready. Like people can get little previews and kind of follow along, and then the big finished book will be one big piece, full color. I usually don't do this, but I'm trying to. I think I'm going to make the glare in his eyes kind of serve as pupils, because he's not exactly looking directly at him. It's hard to make it convincing that he's looking downward with his eyes when his head is tilted up. So yeah, I'm kind of using the glare in his eyes here as pupils a little bit. I think that's the first time I've done that in this book, or with this character even. It's kind of a cheat, and I can't even quite tell if it's successful from here, even looking at the screen, which sometimes helps. Let's see, his thumbs will be inward. I don't like that hand. That hand is trash. So he's got a little antenna up here. And I want it's not quite what I had in mind. Getting real gestural with it. Sometimes just kind of scribbling in the gesture of what you're thinking helps you lay it down a little better. And this is more what I was imagining. No! Oh dear! Oh me, oh my! Heavens to Betsy! Should I do a drop shadow for him? I think I'm gonna make it as faint as possible, really. Anyway, I think that's decent. Certainly better than it was. It works better. Some people do it for the summit, look combat, while others do it for the climb. I think I'm gonna start with his head. Okay. Here's his tongue, throat, cheek, his mouth. Okay. Okay, so there's space. Oh, I was watching a little bit of the Brack show on before I went to bed last night from Adult Swim. That's like old Adult Swim, right? And the dad, Brack's dad, is voiced by George Lowe, who voiced Space Ghost on Space Ghost Coast to Coast. And there's one episode it begins. I think it actually has Space Ghost in it. One episode I was watching last night, it opens with the dad talking about his knees, and he's this tiny little like Mexican guy is Brack's dad because it's Adult Swim, and he's wearing shorts for the first time ever, and he's got like one shiny bald knee and another gross hairy knee. And I think he's asking his family which one is better for some reason. And I think Brack starts talking about like his knees being gross or something, or he sings a song about the knees or something, and he says something like, "No, you have made my knees cry. I can I can feel their tears rolling down my shins and filling up my shoes." I don't know. That just made me laugh a lot. Stop! You have made the knees cry. It was the "and filling up my shoes" part that really got me, because it was like I thought they were I thought he was gonna deliver the next line, but no, he was still on that one. "And filling up my shoes." I always talk about how I really admire like early Adult Swim, because it was just this big punk rock project, really. It's like they were just like throwing stuff on a wall and seeing what sticks. It was just like a big uh, playground. And I always think it'd be really cool to just start a cheap animated show with some friends and just goof around like that. Could do it right here on YouTube or Twitch or whatever for free. You know who would be interested in something like that? Probably my brother Liam. Not my art friends who went to art school for animation and video games and stuff like that, media art. Not those guys. They have no interest in art or making stuff, it seems like. I'm calling them out. They can prove me wrong. But Liam would maybe want to do something like that someday. That would be cool. It would have to be so like screw around. It would have to be like as dumb as early Adult Swim stuff, or probably dumber, because I couldn't make like bonehead quality cartoons with any kind of frequency or reliability. Like it would just take too dang long. But it'd be cool to do some screwy, weird cartoon, like 11-minute episodes or something, kind of like Adult Swim did. That might be cool. And you see, like when you watch the credits of some of those shows, it's like it is a just a group of people working on it. I mean, there's like Cartoon Network executives and stuff that get their name tacked on, but it's like the people making the episodes are like a handful of a handful of people. I think I'm gonna do some. That's what I'm gonna do. I can do this wall black. I didn't even draw the horizon line, the floor. Oh boy, this brush is killing me. I can't tell if I did this either. I cannot get a point. I need a point. What's my point? Point is at the end of the brush. Some doors won't close anymore. Me, I cannot wonder what's on the other side. Want love, 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 love. Love, 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 love all around me, all around me. Oh, I was talking probably on yesterday's broadcast. I did do one yesterday, didn't I? Yes. How I need to start putting the Discord link in the descriptions, and I already do. It's already in there. I'm just dumb. So, if you like Discord, I have a very loose. I'm very loosely in touch with Discord, but I am gonna try and start using mine more today. I think I'm gonna start announcing the shows beforehand on there, and posting more artwork there, and just kind of being a little more present on it. So check out Discord. Check out all the links in the description. You're gonna regret it. Oh, one of the links in the description. If you're on Twitch, it'll I'll drop them in after at the end of the broadcast, because for some reason it doesn't let me edit, or it doesn't let me set anything until after the way I start my shows. It does on YouTube. I can do it right away. But the links will magically appear shortly after the broadcast ends. It's good to have contrast between your foreground and background, just like more detail or light and dark against your characters. It makes, you'll see, like once I added the black around him, it made this character pop. What also helps characters pop is like not meeting. Well, how about it's like this corner breaks the horizon line. Also, his finger, I was trying to get to break the horizon line. You see that? And it just kind of sets them apart from the background. It's going to bring these letters out, doing the black background here, at least at this part of the word. It's just little things that I picked up from watching other YouTube artists, and some of it just kind of comes with just doing it, I guess. Like for a little bit, you kind of it's just me thinking about, I'm not the best artist, I'm not the most observant artist, but I'm trying to focus on making stuff as clear as possible to the reader. I'm trying to keep that in mind as I go. Another thing I talk about is like using line weights, which I don't do very consistently, but like using line weights. What I'll do sometimes is the underside of a line, or of a form rather. I'll make a little bolder because it'll show, it kind of shows the weight of the I don't know. It kind of helps like establish a bit of gravity in your forms, I think. Um, like here, I'll show you something I was drawing earlier in here. See, like I say, the underside of some forms. Like first of all, it places this arm in front of his body by making that line a little heavier. What I would do is surfaces flat against the ground or other surfaces. I would leave that line weight thin because it gives you the impression. Look at my inky hands. It gives you the impression that it's flush against the ground, right? But this part is raised off the ground, so it's got the weight. So that's kind of a little bit what I think about. Like again, that this arm sits in front of it because just throwing that line weight, it kind of separates the forms. And I try to think about that while I'm inking. And something I always feel obligated to say when I start talking about that is I always got the impression from many artists when I would see their work and they have varied line weights throughout their drawings. I thought they would just throw. I thought they would just do like throw down their lines like that very consciously and like do it at. See, I can't even. So I thought they were doing that. And some probably are, and I do it from time to time here and there to some extent, but it's like that takes so much in the moment planning, like that my brain doesn't work that fast. But I was watching a video with Jake Parker on YouTube a few months ago, and I've also heard other artists say this before, but it really made it click with me. Is that he'll throw down a dead line weight, like an even regular like pen line weight, on the whole image, and then after the fact, he'll go back over the lines and reapply the ink and just focus on adding depth to certain lines. I'm not even doing this with much rhyme or reason right now. I feel like I just want him to look a little more solid than he does. He looks the line work on this particular drawing seemed a little wishy-washy to me, but I think that helped it. There we go. Okay. Damn. Usually when I go, ow, it's because I hit my glasses against the camera. But that wasn't the case. I haven't done that today so far. If I do, though, you got to take a shot. I don't make the rules. I just fabricate them from my mind. I don't make the rules. I simply build them. It's a weird expression for him, I feel like. What is the time that it is? It's almost 10 o'clock. Billy TV here, this alien guy. He's like, this just got really weird. Oh, hey, Crimson. I'm doing good. This is like the second half of the stream because the first half, my dad was on. He was on here talking about God knows what, and right when he left, he took the rest of the stream with him. I don't know. My computer froze up all of a sudden, and I had to end the stream. But I'm back here to finish the page. He's doing all right. He was just relaxing. He was saying he might come back on. I guess he worked already today, and he was just kind of hanging out in the garage, watching the rain come down. It's a rainy day. Oh, that's what it was. I think he kind of had an easy day at work today because he got rained out. So he was just scrounging up work for the rest of the month. He's a house painter. He's got his own house painting business. I mean, I guess he paints schools and stuff, and whatever comes up. My parents' dog was in the video for a minute. Let's see. I actually made some posts in my Discord today. I'm going to try and be more active on it. I'm going to try and at least do something every day on it. The link is in the description. Turns out it has been. I forgot I've been putting it in there. Meh, nothing too special, but just trying to keep it alive, I guess. Make some actual use out of it. Said setting up roles to assign people when they join will help, and locking them out of posting in your art channels and giving them one to post in to would also help people interact. I I thought I don't know, I feel like I've seen other artists, they just kind of have everyone post in the same art channel. And I thought that was kind of, let's see, I guess I thought that was kind of cool to have everyone able to post their art in the same place, but maybe. Usually they have one for the community and one for their own. Okay. I can do that. Said, let's see, that's why those who just want to see your, or that way, those who just want to see your work can see yours and can see everyone else's in another room. Yeah. Okay. So community one, you and everyone can post in, but then have a standalone one just for you. You don't have to. I guess I've actually seen that too. So I that makes sense, I guess. Like there are art rooms on my Discord you don't see because you don't have the role, and the rooms are invisible to anyone without the role. Oh, neat. I do that to say those with no interest in game chatter about games they don't play aren't bugged with endless beeps. Oh, I never get the beeps or like the dings or whatever, right? I think I turned it off like right away when I first got Discord. I don't like anything dinging on my phone. If you mute a server, you don't get beeps. It took them ages to add that option. Yeah, I'll bet. I follow this one guy, and he must have like half the country following him or something. It's like I can't keep up with it. I've muted a bunch of channels on his thing, and then it's like every time I open it, it's just nothing but white dots. Like I could wait 5 minutes and there'd be a dozen more. Because I'm so finicky about like I don't like having like unread stuff show up. I like if I see the white dots on there, I always want them to go away. So I open up everything. Um, but I can't even keep up with that one. It's like it doesn't stress me out, I wouldn't say, but it triggers this like OCD thing in me, I guess. Like when I see my mom's phone and she has like a billion, schmillion, trillion unopened emails. It's like just mark all as read. Settings. Even when you make a channel room, you can change the permissions, like only allowed to view and add reactions. Only allowed to view and add reactions, and have it a read only, which stops them posting. Okay. I'd like people to be able to like chat in it, though. I feel like I don't know. You roll for yourself as head artist or owner puts you at the top of the name list. And if you want, you can name your community and all the followers accordingly. Oh, okay. The background in this room is in flux, I think. I think I'm just going to make this a machine behind him. So it kind of fits what we've seen so far a little better. What I should have done before I drew these pages originally in pencil, I should have made a layout for this room. It's hard to type all the info, and if you're new to Discord and all of this, it's probably confusing. Talk with you about it and help you set up things if you like. I mean, I could probably figure. I could probably figure that out. That much out anyway. Um. But it's kind of the same with like Twitch and YouTube. It's like I don't necessarily want to spend my days figuring out all the ins and outs of Twitch and YouTube. Like I should pump a little more attention into my like the presentation, I guess, but it's like I feel like it becomes like too much of me focusing on like a secondary aspect of the thing, not enough on like this part. But you just need one. Yeah. Okay. If you see me online in Discord, just message me and scream help, and I'll help you if you need it. Okay. I filled in something I didn't mean to fill in. That's okay. We'll save it. Need to have something set up for people though, like Discord. You can link your Twitch and YouTube to your profile. People like that quick access. Like, do you mean like I did today? I posted a link to this stream on into the channel, like as a notification. Twitch adding your YouTube leads to people going there and watch vids and subbing. Linking Insta to Twitch gets views there. Yeah. Link. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I just linked the YouTube. I didn't link the Twitch. I was thinking about it, and I just see. I feel like people show up on Twitch. I mean, like I'm still getting new followers all the time. I got one earlier on the last stream. Like I feel like people come to Twitch a little more easily. And I mean, it's no reason to neglect it, but I feel like people find the YouTube a little less on their own. On stream. So when you go live, okay. YouTube to Twitch and people. Okay. Can't I just be a dummy? Never know. Never known someone to stream on both at the same time before. I'm a first there. Oh, interesting. You can be a dummy, but if you want, or you can be a dummy if you want, but the question is, do you want to build a community that will lead to you becoming an affiliate and making money? You know, I'm not so, I would be, I'm not so, I don't really care about that. Building a community, sure. I could take or leave anything beyond that. But if it lands in my lap, that'd be fine. You'll make money from Twitch before YouTube if you set things up right. Mm-hmm. That seems true. Don't have to do the money side. I don't, but there are options for it even without affiliate, like tips and donations. That said, I think I need 50 followers on Twitch, and I think I have like 20 or so. So if you're watching this video, go give me a follow on Twitch. It's Wrangleshank like everywhere else. Oof, that's weird. Yeah, I gotta pull the trigger on some merch. I have stuff that I'm making, and I have. Wait, what? You don't have to have them on hand. I have 22 what? Oh, 22 followed. Gotcha. Okay. Somewhere out there, I do have a shop open of. I don't even want to promote it because I don't know exactly what's on there. With like t-shirts and stuff. But I should dust that off, and I don't know. So many things to dust off. So little free time. Then I get a free day like today, and I just slept through half of it. When I could have gotten anything done. It is a lot. How to become famous and confused with Crimmy. Oh my goodness. Okay. You say Twitch merch stores are their own standalone. You have to set up. You basically pick what you want to have available, upload your images for them, and that's it. Okay. People go and buy what they want, and you get the money. Okay. We'll do it. This is his thumb. Because I've got designs that I can just upload. PayPal is the money link if you have one. Yeah, somewhere out there. I do have a PayPal. I think I just got ripped off through PayPal. Not that PayPal failed me or anything. I think I just bought something for one of my nephews that I don't think I'm going to get at this point. So this hole has a shadow. Is that what I'm about to do? If you think it's right. I gave the hole a shadow. Which I don't think is right. But there it is. A floating hole. Yeah. Did I show you what happens on this page? So someone just went into Bonehead's head, or someone just got sucked into Bonehead's head, and he's reaching in after it, and then he's trying to yank something out, but then he starts getting sucked into his own head, and pop, just his eye socket left. There's a reason I did a shadow under the hole. Just so it's apparent that it's not a hole in the ground. I think it just helped sell that a little bit, that it's a floating hole in the room. So that's why the shadow. Now, if this was animation, I probably wouldn't have to do that because you could pan around it or something and see that with the movement, you could see that it is, it's not in any surface or something. I don't know. Here, I think it helps make it a little clearer if I just throw a tiny little shadow underneath. He's screwed now, says Crimson. It's a floating eye socket. Yep. So I wonder what's on the other side. Where did he go? Well, we saw the inside of Bonehead's head, right? A few pages before this. We saw like there's a hammer in his head, and there's like post-it notes and quarters in his head. Paper clips. Didn't look big enough for two guys. This is about pretty average page time for me. The first part of this page was inked a few hours ago on an hour-long stream, and this is an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes. Usually takes me right around 2.5 hours to ink a page. Okay. I think that's my trick for the day. So I think I might go and tool around. Well, no, I gotta eat. I gotta eat something first. But I think I will probably try and look into some of that stuff before I go to bed tonight. We'll see. We'll see what I come up with. But yeah, I might even be begging you for help, Crimson, before long. Anyway, it's so late. This is so much later than I anticipated being done with this page. Actually, I originally wanted to do this page this morning, but I slept in. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow for another page. And pretty soon, I think, I don't know. I was looking at some of the upcoming pages, and they're pretty cool. Except for the next one, which I think I totally have to redraw. But that's another thing I'm going to try and do tonight. Anyway, bye, everybody. This has been Ink the Book Show. And tune in next time for more ink. Bye, Crimson. Bye, everybody.